Whether in the era of old Hollywood or the Hollywood of now, movie making is not as glamorous as it seems to be. Actors and directors are human, and as such they don't always get along with their co-workers. In the unique situation of the film set, human nature sometimes takes over. Conflicts are formed, heated words are exchanged, and, on occasion, punches are thrown. Join us as we uncover the gripping tales of when actor feuds came dangerously close to ruining the movies we know and adore. Let's dive in! Number 10. Rob Lowe versus Tom Cruise.
Like a drag race or a dance or something like that. We're gonna beat them socius heads in, ain't we? When I get in a fight, I want to stomp and lock it too.
Put a group of up-and-coming actors together on a film, and chances are you're going to have a few conflicts. In the case of Rob Lowe and Tom Cruise in The Outsiders, a conflict boiled over into an actual fistfight. Lowe said that he accidentally struck Cruise while the pair rehearsed a fight scene for the 1983 film. Tom is such a competitive lunatic, which is what I love about him. But the next thing you know, he's ready to kill me, Lowe told the Daily Telegraph. But the brawl was more the result of both actors' desire to make it in show business. "We were all competitive," said Lowe. "It wasn't just Tom. We were hardcore." The conflict between Lowe and Cruise may have started during The Outsiders filming when they were roommates. Cruise was unhappy with the shared living arrangement. Lowe believes Cruise's reaction stems from his unwavering focus on success, a trait that has shaped his career. Number 9. Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf versus Scott Eastwood.
Heading takes, first left. Throw some Willie Pete in that ground floor. Clear, board! Fire when ready.
In his 2014 film, Fury, director David Ayer aimed for authenticity by pushing his actors to physical and emotional extremes. Tensions rose among stars Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, and Scott Eastwood, almost leading to a fight over a script detail. In the interview, Eastwood said that LaBeouf took exception to him not only chewing tobacco in the tank, but also spitting on the vehicle. Pitt added that the argument started with him yelling at Eastwood about the mess, which was followed by LaBeouf physically confronting his co-star. "I had to get in after the cameras were rolling and explain it to Scott," said Pitt. Once tempers cooled, Pitt discovered that Eastwood was right. The funny thing is, when we got home at the end of the day and read the script, it said Scotty's character is chewing tobacco and spitting it on the back of the tank, recalled Pitt. So we were the knobs in the end.
Fire! On what? Six order! Fire! On what?
Before we continue, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more spicy content like this video. It's a small gesture for you, but very bit of support makes a big difference for us. Now let's keep rolling. Number 8. Vin Diesel versus Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
As long as I flip the receiver. You're going down, Toretto.
I'm right here.
Their on-screen alliance, born in Furious 7, contributed to the extraordinary success of the franchise. But behind the scenes, the story was quite different. It all starts with an Instagram post from Dwayne Johnson, criticizing some of his male co-stars, calling them candy asses. Although not directly mentioned, the jabs were clearly directed at Vin Diesel. The tension between the two becomes a topic of public debate, culminating in a private meeting revealed by Johnson in an interview with Rolling Stone. Differences in work philosophy and approach to cinema were at the heart of the conflict. Vin Diesel, for his part, downplays the disagreement, suggesting a closeness not evident to the public. Referring to Johnson as Uncle Dwayne, Diesel insists on mutual protection within the Fast and Furious family. In the end, it seems that the waters have calmed. Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson demonstrate that even the biggest rivalries can turn into mutual respect. So much so that the franchise continues to thrive.
You're a long way from home. This is Brazil.
Number 7. Isaiah Washington versus Patrick Dempsey.
Derek. Rusted.
Dr. Burke, is my husband, alive?
Yes.
Patrick Dempsey and Isaiah Washington squared off on the set of Grey's Anatomy back in 2006. Reportedly, Washington grabbed Patrick by the throat after an argument broke out over cast members showing up late for work. In the heat of the argument, Washington used a homophobic slur towards his co-star. Washington reignited the controversy after he repeated the slur backstage at the Golden Globes in January 2007. Knight did later admit that he was gay, and he received a ton of support from his fans. Access Hollywood released a statement from Washington's representative, saying, "Differences are inevitable. They were aired, resolved, and everyone has moved on." He has since apologized publicly for his actions.
Dr. Shepard?
Dr. Burke, you and I, we've known each other for a while now, right?
Yes.
Number 6. Richard Gere versus Louis Gossett Jr.
Came on out with a stick in his hand. Came on out with a stick in his hand. Said, listen, ladies, I'm a hell of a man. Said, listen, ladies, I'm a hell of a man.
The climactic fight in 1981's An Officer and a Gentleman between Richard Gere and Louis Gossett Jr. wasn't all gentlemanly. Gere revealed in a 2012 interview with Film Festival Traveler that despite their training, Gossett had difficulties with the fight choreography. Gere, frustrated, hit Gossett, causing him to storm off. Gere took responsibility for his action. Director Hackford used a stunt double until Gossett returned. Despite the conflict, Gossett won an Oscar and they resolved their differences. "We always embrace when we meet," Gere said.
"No, sir. You can kick me out of here, but I ain't quitting."
Get into your fatigues, male.
Number 5. Joel Edgerton versus Tom Hardy. To play brothers who worked out their personal issues in a mixed martial arts tournament, actors Joel Edgerton and Tom Hardy deliver totally committed performances that hit hard both emotionally and physically. Both actors, along with director Gavin O'Connor, were determined to depict MMA fights as realistically as possible. That meant no holding back with punches, which looked great on the screen, but also took their toll on the actors. Hardy humorously said to Den of Geek, "I want to act, but he keeps hitting me." He suffered a lot during Warrior, including broken ribs, foot, torn hand ligaments. Edgerton agreed, stating that their roles involved physical tolls. He considered his own severe knee injury, requiring 6 weeks rehab, as an achievement. Differences were observed between the two actors in the intensity of their on-stage conflicts. However, they both demonstrated professionalism by channeling their anger into increasingly intense performances. Number 4. Steven Seagal versus John Leguizamo. At the time of filming 1996's action thriller Executive Decision, Aikido expert Steven Seagal was a huge action star. According to co-star John Leguizamo, Seagal was also a huge something else, and in an interview with the AV Club, said that when Seagal arrived at rehearsal, he told everyone, "I'm in command. What I say is law." So I started laughing. I mean, who the fuck talks like that? Who comes into rehearsal and says that shit? So I started laughing, and he slammed me with an Aikido elbow against a brick wall and knocked all the air out of me. I dropped to the ground, and all I could say was, "Why?" Leguizamo went on to say, "On the day when we shot the scene where his character died, I showed up so early. I wanted to see him die."
Colonel, we're not gonna make it! You are...
Number 3. Richard Gere versus
I got
Sylvester
a ring
Stallone.
for you, Fanny. I got a ring for you. Around my bathtub.
In 1974, Richard Gere and Sylvester Stallone, filming The Lords of Flatbush, a drama about a Brooklyn street gang, had daily clashes due to their egos. Tension on set started to boil and soon spiraled out of control. Rehearsal fight scenes got a little too serious, and Stallone claims he even had to tell Gere to lighten up at one point. After Gere spilled mustard on Stallone, a physical fight ensued, culminating in Stallone elbowing Gere. This prompted director Martin Davidson to replace Gere with Perry King.
Hello, Chico. What's the matter? Don't you want to see me anymore?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. It's just all my homework, you know?
Number 2. Tom Sizemore versus Val Kilmer.
Cute, huh?
Not really.
She could have hurt me.
Yeah, took away her knife. Inside, she's all green beret.
The 2000 sci-fi thriller Red Planet was directed by Anthony Hoffman. Tom Sizemore and Val Kilmer starred in the film together despite having a reputation for feuding in the past. Staff and other cast members could clearly see the two men were ticking time bombs on set. One day, Sizemore requested for his elliptical machine to be shipped to the filming location, which irritated Kilmer. He then started to complain about his co-star's special treatment and brought up their salary differences. The two men were allegedly advised by the director not to hit each other in the face. After the brawl that everyone saw coming finally happened, Sizemore punched Kilmer in the chest instead. They're reportedly friends now, but both actors have no plans of flying to space together again anytime soon. Number 1. Ryan Gosling versus Rachel McAdams.
Hey there.
Well, we better get going. The rain's coming in.
After filming The Notebook, Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams dated for several years, but they weren't always on good terms. In 2014, director Nick Cassavetes told VH1, "Maybe I shouldn't tell this story, but one day on set, they really didn't get along. Not at all. Ryan came to me during a big scene with 150 people and said, 'Nick, come here.' He was shooting a scene with Rachel and asked, 'Would you take her out of here and bring another actress to read off camera with me?' I said, 'What?' He replied, 'I can't do it with her. I simply get nothing from this.' Cassavetes explained that after letting the two actors vent, they were able to continue filming.
What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? God damn it. What do you want?
I have to go.
We've explored the 10 most controversial film set feuds. It's not all gold and glamour behind the scenes. Which feud shocked you the most? Are there other clashes that should have made the list? Share your thoughts below. If you liked this insider's view of Hollywood, please like the video. Your support helps the channel and encourages me to keep creating content. Not subscribed yet? Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to not miss future episodes filled with intrigue and surprises.